everybody. Good day. Okay, I'm sorry. I was going for good morning, but it's 5:16 in the evening. How is everyone? Miss Peaches, how you doing? How's it going? I can almost see the writing. How you doing? Powers, everybody, mill on in, everybody come on in. Well, this is long overdue. This is the Doug Rice Show, and welcome, one and all. How is everyone doing? Hebrew, chosen, set apart. I know it feels good, doesn't it? It feels good to say it. Feels good to say it. I say it as often as I can. Let me bring this up a little bit. I think that's better, folks. So, the caucasity continues. The caucasity creeps. The caucasity connives. It just keeps going, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it though? I mean, but you know, here's the thing, man. They're relentless in their attack of this because they know this is it, and they're on a time limit. Now, brothers, sisters, observe, if you will, what is going on. I shared something earlier. I hope everybody caught it on the Twitterverse. This is the Doug Rice Show. Welcome. 5:17 in the afternoon on a Monday. I hope your day was spectacular like mine. I always have a good day. I start off by helping people. I start off helping people every day about 5 o'clock in the morning, every day, for hours. And then I come back and I get here. I try to help my people, my folks. I make that a priority. Now, folks, listen, I've done some research in this thing, and I have determined that funding and asking for support. Here's somebody pointed this out to me as I compared ministers and handouts and that they're tax free. Anything I get from you, I got to pay taxes on, and I understand you can claim some. So listen. Fundly.com/the Doug Rice Show with all those little hyphens in between. Feel free, folks. Here's the deal. They're going to try, I'm sure, to hinder what I do for a living. I'm prepared for it, certainly, but I'm not going to turn down the opportunity for my brothers and sisters to help and to make. I give. What am I talking about? I certainly do. So I don't find that to be charity. I give from the heart. I give. So that's, so I ask, there we are. Now, Black News, what's happening? What's the latest? What's the greatest? I am convinced that Benny Thompson is enjoying himself just a little too goddamn much. I do. I think that Benny is just getting a little too much enjoyment out of all this shit he's doing and what he knows and what he's ready to expose. Folks, let me tell you something. Now, you need to understand this, okay? Don't think for a minute that these people are just going to let folks testify. I really hope you understand what I'm saying. Don't think for a second that the open hearings that Mr. Thompson and his cohort, Cheney, don't think for a second that the whole Trump 30 million people, all those folks ready to do damage for God and country and all these things, don't think for a second they're just going to let that happen and they're not going to respond. Here's the problem we have, okay? And I need everybody to pay attention. Here's the reason I know this is important. You pay attention. Nobody reported that the Civil War was about to jump off in our community. We were busy picking cotton. So, with this new development, this new freedom that we have, right? I think it only fair to simply warn all of us, any of us that may or may not consider getting involved. I say no. And I say that with all seriousness, all candor. And I'm only saying this because there are too many brothers and sisters that I see as they set the stage to go at it yet once again. Motherfuckers, listen. I've seen brothers and sisters with their guns up and they're talking about coming for this and let's do this. Now listen, folks, let's factor this shit out. All right. I'm going to factor this shit out with you. Let's just say that we collectively, some of us, some idiots, some of us that aren't thinking, we get together, we pick up our arms, and we join on left or right. We join Republican, Democrat, we join Trump or Joe. And shit starts flying. Lead starts moving quickly from place to place. And people start giving up their ghost as lead hits at these high velocities. Now, let's just say one side, the other side. Who cares who wins? We lose. This is the case. You need to understand there's no reward for assisting the oppressor. You understand? There's no payoff. What do you think? What, honor? Money? What do you think? Do you think there's an actual reward for getting involved with these folks and their goddamn business? This wasn't our fucking business when they brought us here. We got involved. Shit, I got involved. Don't fucking get it twisted, baby. But the furtherance of this bullshit is just not the play of the day for Negroes. I need to tell you, folks, how intricately we are involved in making absolutely sure we are not. You understand? They've gone out of their way to ensure our uninvolvement as we involve ourselves ad infinitum, expecting reward and getting none. Then, puzzled! Why, when we come home from World War II, are we getting lynched? I don't know. It was maybe it was a snafu. Maybe they didn't send the memo back to the South. Maybe before they mustered out the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Negroes who risked the whizzing bullets of Nazis and Japanese past their head, they should have maybe informed the South and those maybe not intricately involved with the fucking details. Just send a little letter or something, make sure, hey, listen, these guys, they fought for you. You don't have to kill them. But I digress. That wasn't done. All right? So what do you expect? Let's say this. Trump's side is pretty strong. I've seen blacks for Trump. I've seen it. It's an epiphany. It's a wonder. It's an enigma. It's a fucking question. I don't get it. Whatever. Okay. But can we show blacks for Trump just that one article that he took out for the Central Park Five? Just everybody, before they walk in, I just want to email them that article, just the article that called for the death of 5 innocent brothers, before you put the shirt on and get all. But I heard what's happening is they're taking ads out in Craigslist for black Trump supporters, and I think they're paying them like $50, $200. Smart. Pretty smart. I mean, because, those of us that have a bit less depth than others tend to simply think that's something of no import. Doesn't really understand how that contributes to the whole white supremacy thing. But, anyway, so, it amazes me, Benny Thompson, foot to the neck of Donald Trump. You have zero depth. Is that why you're watching? The lack of depth that I possess. I mean, is this why you're riveted and just pinned to the screen? I could not find that emoji anywhere. I can't even imagine how long it took you to find that fucking emoji. I looked for good ones. I don't know if that was stop, but you tapped all this to somebody with no depth. Dear God, what happens if you actually locate somebody who has depth in your mind? I mean, do you just pass out in what? In just the fucking nirvana of it all? Or, are you just in black people's conversation because you're bored and have nothing to do and no intelligence? Because most folks that disagree with what I'm saying, they don't sit and watch me. They certainly don't comment. But continue, whatever makes you fucking happy. Hebrews, let me explain. Listen, anything that they can do to take away from this message, the simple message of keeping your head on a fucking swivel, avoiding caucasity, their opinions, what they think of us, the things they have to say about us, our plight, what we say amongst ourselves. The skill involved in kind of them off is, just has to be a practiced thing. We're talking about what they're doing. White supremacy making a try in this country at a level that's kind of, it's right up there with Civil War times. The thing I was getting at is what you're looking at is exactly what led to them shooting at each other in the first place. But meanwhile, we got somebody in here who probably doesn't really study the Civil War too much, doesn't understand that they started shooting each other and killing each other in Congress and shit. That's when it really started. They started insulting, throwing the insults, threatening one another for what they would do. And of course, that all culminated in what went on back home as we watch motherfuckers who claim to be so fucking superior do something so fucking inferior. Yeah, that's called repeating the fucking bullshit. Why? Because they can't get out of their own mental goddamned way. Now, again, I posted something, the question, you saw it. It was on my Twitter. For those of you that haven't been to my Twitter, check it out. Just roll through and, a very interesting YouTube video that was sent to me, surprisingly, that it is there. It kind of gives a serious question as to what their fucking problem is. And it's only about, 35 minutes? I'm sure some of you have seen it. It's astonishingly accurate in every fucking thing it says. And I fucking love it. Let me see something here. I gotta be smarter than this fucking computer. That's for damn sure. So I should be able to find this shit. Now, if you don't, again, I'm going to say this. If you don't agree with what I'm saying and you are a white person here, what are you doing? Why are you here? I mean, you're here to cause the disruption because you don't like the frequency going out uninterfered. You want to disrupt this message, don't you? I know you do. But you can't, though. You can't. You can't because first, I'm going to tell you, thanks to you guys, 17,000 people follow me on just this platform. So anyone here with this ideation that they can type a few fucking words in on their phone and shut me up, please, the delusion runs too fucking deep. Don't do that to yourself. I'll never stop and fuck you. But good try, though. I like that. At least you're a part of the conversation being ignored, but still yet a part. Now, here's the interesting. Few things on Twitter I do like. And one or two I found that was very, very good. And this thing was called The One Question. You know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to reshare this because it's that damned important. Okay? And it's a YouTube video. And I think it's extraordinary. It really is. I'm just going to retweet it. Boom. I just retweeted it. Go check it out. And it says, so everyone knows, every last Hebrew black person associated with being black in this country, a Negro, as they refer to us, those of us that descend from the transatlantic slave trade. That's, in fact, all of whom I address when I do these things. And our allies, but anyone that has a difference of opinion from mine can go to the left. Go find Proud Boys. I'm sure they'll find something you can agree with. All right. Every last Hebrew needs to watch and share this, then watch and share it again. The one question. Oh, dear God. It is, if I can say a work of genius, I downloaded it because I doubt it might not survive too long on the YouTube platform, But it identifies the one question we all need to fucking ask. And not ourselves, because we identify the answer. Well, it needs to be asked. And it's that one question that's afraid of being asked. That should be asked. Now I'm going to hip you to something. It's never going to be asked. They'll never ask the one question. Stop. You can make videos about it and we can watch, but they're never going to ask. Because the answer is too fucking much to bear. And they all fucking know. You know the lengths they would have to go to correct themselves. Man, let me tell you something, man. You just think about what they'd have to do to really eliminate white supremacy in this country. They'd literally have to dismantle the entire country, piece by piece, little by little, and somehow reconstruct it to reflect the intention written into the Constitution meant only for white folks. And let's just go there. So if that were the case, if we could really, but we can't, and it will never evil will never let that happen. That's why, as cornered as they have Trump, I can't imagine him. I can't imagine Trump paying the price he needs to pay. That's not going to happen. I think he's just going to, there's book deals to be had. There's money to be made off this bounce off Trump. Think of it. If you put him in jail and lock him up, who's going to make some money? What you do is you shame him into obscurity and then kind of creep around the back and ask him for book rights and movie rights. And I swear, at least $500 million. Come on. We can make some. I don't think anything's going to happen to Trump. I don't think anything. Let me explain. They've got the goods on these motherfuckers. They've had the goods on these motherfuckers before. What makes you think anything's different? And what they're doing to voting rights is abhorrent. It's Jim Crow times 10. And they do it with a goddamned smile on their fucking faces. And then have the temerity, the gonads, the fucking nerve to come here and say, disrupt. I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Seriously? You don't like what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters who go on with this shit, I fear for your future. Here's the reason why. Not that anything might happen to you, because it's my belief most of you will come to your goddamn senses before it's too fucking late. So many of you are coming to your senses these days, and wokeness is now an enemy. How'd that happen? How did possession of the facts be an enemy creator? How'd that happen? Are you honestly going to tell me that woke is something you don't want? You'd rather have sleep, because that's the opposite of woke. So you're saying that as opposed to being woke, you maybe not have everybody asleep, but you want some people drifting in and out. Maybe some semblance of semi-consciousness that doesn't give you a clear view of your history, but obscures it so that everyone is what? Calm. Nobody looks calm to me. The kid that grabbed the gun to shoot 4 children in school, he's not calm. I don't understand that's not calm at all. See? Doesn't appear to me. Calmness is what you guys are about right about now. I understand you're chasing after the calm, but the calm ain't gonna get caught. The days of calm and, how shall we say, enjoying the plunders, the spoil, those days are fast ending. And you know it. We do too. We're not going to tell you directly what's going on, because if you think you're crazy now. I have said a few things to a few people regarding the details. They are sobering, aren't they? But the details are available to everyone in Scripture. All you have to do is go look. You want to know what's happening with these folks, why they are energized for no fucking reason other than energizing is cool, right? Well, all you need to do is look to Scripture, mainly the ones they tried to hide from you. Go to Obadiah, because that'll really sober you the fuck up, and I'm not saying read it out loud, but if you do, wow. They're on a tear, and they're not going to stop. Did they stop before the Civil War occurred? What do you guys look at? Let me ask you a question. How many of you think everything's just going to be all right? How many of you think they're just going to work this shit out? From 200 million guns to 400 million guns in a 10-year period, and you guys are hopeful that, no bullets will fly. Is that what we're saying, folks? Do we actually think that this is the case? Now listen, they keep telegraphing what they love to do, which is kill. They love that shit. It's just fun. Isn't it enjoyable? Entertaining to watch, I might add. I mean, movie after movie after movie. And we watch and we smile. And what we don't understand is the projection is just as dangerous as the actual action. I mean, it is. It's what they want to do. I'm sitting here. What are you talking about? I look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. I look at the ilk of that individual and can tell you that any woman that chases after parents who have lost their children to tell them it's all fake, boy, let me tell you, she was prepared to get punched in the face. A fight was what she was ready for. It just didn't happen. Shit, don't fucking blame me. Look, I don't know about you. You know, love Ilan. Nice, respectable Muslim woman. Love her to death. But that chick that said that, I mean, any other Muslim? What? So she had to have been prepared for something to happen. Listen, folks, some folks let shit come out their mouth. They know there's a likelihood they might get punched in the mouth. So these two did that shit. They're ready for fighting. And I'm going to tell you something else. They're tired of waiting. They're anxious. They're angry. And they're armed. That's why they're in our fucking conversations. They're too fucking scared to talk to each other. Oh, I'm sorry, did that catch you by surprise? Stop. Look, what you want to do? What, you want to wait? You want to keep waiting? What do you want to wait for? What are we waiting for? Are we waiting for them to change their behavior? Because, like, I saw tiki torches at the beginning of this mess. And I saw fucking shields at the kind of end of this mess. So in the interim, it doesn't seem any minds have changed. The administration has changed, but the minds are still the same. So what are we waiting for? What are Hebrews waiting for? Are you actually hoping that this goes off without a fucking hitch? Let me tell you. They're weaving it into what they're doing, the fight. And when they start shooting at each other, I'm only advising Hebrews to steer clear of the mess, to make it known to anyone interested. You know what? We're not in this shit. You know, you guys have lost your fucking mind for the second time, and that's it. We're done. You want to shoot at each other? Go the fuck over there and do it, okay? We're Hebrews. You know, I mean, are you confused? There's a guy over there. I guess he looks like he's a Republican. You might want to, yeah, there you go. Everybody just take a step back. Whoop, hold up. Wait, y'all doing this again? Hold up, man. Y'all listen. Y'all work that shit out over there, man. You know how you used to do it, right? You'd go in fields far and away from the public, and you'd hash it the fuck out, and the death would be immense, and you'd call it. Could you do that shit again? There's a park right over there. No. Take your asses to the woods. You love it anyway. Go on over there and start shooting. Do whatever the fuck y'all doing, and just state we are not in it. Done. We've fought enough of your wars. I'm done. Listen. We've been there since the beginning. Civil War. Oh, yeah. No. How about the fucking Revolutionary War? Mm-hmm. Vietnam. World War I. World War II. We're there. I'm not, no. Y'all work it out. Whoever wins, fuck you. No. Whoever wins, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I hope, I don't really have too much hope for the whole. Yeah, that's the message. They don't like that message. Here, let me make it clear. Mind your fucking business, Hebrews. Mind your fucking business. Do you need help minding your business? Let me help you. We're the only group of people that are here against our will. Done! That's it. I don't need to discuss anything else. We don't need to talk. Do we need to talk? Why? About what? Oh, that was long ago? Yeah, so was the Holocaust, but you got whole fucking channels talking about that. Don't play that it was long ago shit. Don't stop. It was long ago, but, you know, your forefathers were long ago. You keep talking about these crusty motherfuckers. Don't talk to me about long ago, please. Please, listen, if you stopped treating us like it was so long ago, I would stop referring to so long ago. Motherfuckers, how about that? So long ago, your children circulate petitions to bring back slavery. The fuck are you talking about it? You know, Doug, you just need to drop it. You know, slavery, you're not a slave. No, you're a slave. Those are over. Yeah, photo, Union Jack, Capitol, never happened, ever. Do you understand that didn't even happen during the Civil War? They didn't, you know what? They had to respect, maybe, just didn't have the... Don't talk to me about what was yesterday. Please stop fooling yourself. This is why I'm telling everyone to at least minimize the conversation to a head nod or something. If we can just, you know, that's it. And keep it moving, motherfuckers. Keep it moving. Keep it moving till they work this shit out, and they're not going to work it out. Let God's kingdom come. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The kingdom's on the way. The earth knows it. No, you don't believe that the earth understands the kingdom is coming? I'm sure you understand. You know, right? The shit that's happening on this planet having nothing to do with humans for some reason. Shit's just happening. They expect an ice shelf the size of God knows what to fall into the fucking... See, they're expecting, more elevation of sea levels at coasts, just wiping out that money, right? But the coup de grace, the piece de résistance, the thing that just fucks me up is no one, and I do mean no one, is talking about these goddamn tornadoes. Now, folks, look, grab some coffee. Let's chat, shall we? Let's factor this shit out. Let's do that. 40 tornadoes cut into the heart of this motherfucking country out of nowhere. Few of them traveled 200 miles straight right through, almost like it was planned. It was epic. And lives were lost. People are suffering out of power, for God's sake. But there's no explanation here. There's no meteorologist on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. There's nobody factoring out this anomaly. No one seems interested in figuring it out either. But I will tell you this, I understand it took lightning fucking speed to deliver aid to these people in Kentucky and such. I only wonder what the folks in Puerto Rico are wondering right about now. Okay. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show, 5:44 in the afternoon Phoenix time. Folks, look, all I'm trying to do is point out the fucking obvious. Let's not believe the lie anymore. Let's point out the obvious together, and let's point it out amongst ourselves. This is not for their eyes. This isn't for their ears. This is for Negroes. This is for the royal house of David, the tribe of Judah, and anyone else, the tribes that are probably scattered around. I am still out, jury's still out on the whole 12-tribe charging. I don't know. Left, right, I don't. But they did get the royal line. They made sure to get Judah, didn't they? Boy, they were focused on that shit. And they got us. For now. So, yeah. What's it? You black Hebrew, he's a crazy. Yep, black Hebrew Israelite. He's a crazy. And he's watching. Does that mean you want me out of here? Please don't take personal the things that are said here, folks. Each of you has, I think, a unique view into the psyche of Negroes. And I'm going to tell you something just to your face and direct. These are things that we have thought and not said. Now you are hearing them and all you want to do is run interference. Do you honestly think this is working? Do you understand that there might be 1% of you that disagrees with what I say, the rest of you? So what is the point and purpose of your being here, I wonder? That's the real, because anybody that doesn't like what I'm saying can go to white supremacists and chime in. They'll accept you. Maybe not. I don't know. I know some of them won't even have your asses, huh? I know. You know what they call y'all? Lames. I just give you a little vernacular there. But you come here and I understand. You ever get tired of spewing shit? You ever get tired of typing shit? In all caps, I might add. Sir, I invite you, sir, if you're bored, am I the only choice on the live here on TikTok, or is it just me, or are you working it out? You understand, any of you that have a problem with what I'm doing, you understand you're partaking in the exact same activity. You can't condemn that which you are doing. Please stop. You look stupid. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Again, folks, all I'm here doing, my purpose is to have Negroes, please, consider getting that goddamned grin off your face. Look at what's amongst you. Look down and read the various comments that come from the ignorant, that come from those who really don't know what I'm saying. They just hear the tenor. They hear, and the cadence, the inflection. That's fucking them up. I'm going to go ahead and just guess that most of them don't understand most of what I'm saying because it's above their educational level. And so their only course is to lash out and try to attack blackness they see and don't understand. Angry black men. Okay, right. Yeah. These are the winners that we're left with. So as I do what I do for the reasons that I do, they appear out of nowhere, all in the comments. And we get to look. We do. I'm going to say that nothing irritates them more than a black person they can't shut the fuck up. That really irritates them, doesn't it? I'm so glad I can accommodate them. I do. I take great pleasure. All right, folks. Again, I invite you who are, attempting the lame interference to go check out the one question. I mean, it's a question you ask about us all the time, I know. But let's address that. You guys need to go check out the one question. I double dog dare you to take a close look in the fucking mirror as you peer so intently at my face and figure out what you can say. I mean, and look at this, Republic Rising, Make America Great Again, 2024. That's cool. You're just doing that over and over again. Does that accomplish something? You understand that in itself is just, there's something, it's like the Kool-Aid. It's like, I don't know if people remember Jim Jones and how he took the lives of so many people who drank Kool-Aid, who believe the lie, who are content and they're comfortable with the bullshit. So they promote it, they spew it, they say what they can, they try to get, as noticed as possible because they feel, I would say, the obscurity. Listen, there is no group of people that yells their superiority that isn't somehow feeling an inferiority complex on every level. How do I do this? Oh, can I do this? Let me see. Oh, I can. Interesting. Let me see. How can I do this? Let me see. You touch him. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. So there's a lot of shit you can do. Wow. I can see now because the shit's a little bit bigger. Everybody, listen. Think about this. Greatness doesn't have to be announced. Your intent to make something great doesn't have to be announced. Superiority, true superiority, quality, that's not something that has to be heralded to the high heavens, screamed with fists in the air. No, superiority does not do that. Supremacy doesn't do that. In fact, I dare say that inferiority does that. Lesser does shit like that. So understand what we're observing. And more than that, why this need to be superior, and why the need to be superior to specific few. What is it about those specific few that drives the need for individuals to be better than? Not only to feel that way, but to announce it, to somehow exude it, to not live a day without letting creation know that they're superior. Who does that? The world isn't asking who the fuck's superior. The world, show us, motherfucker. So far, no. And I'm going to tell you something. I figured out. World's getting tired of these motherfuckers. Now, you can say what you want. All this rowdy shit, you do know what's about to happen. Everybody understands that China is about to step up, right? Everybody understands that the country they're so afraid of losing, that's exactly what's going to happen. The great harlot, the beast, she's riding him now. But that beast is going to turn on this motherfucker. And all these folks in their comments, all Brody in their comments, all feeling make America great again, all these clowns. I don't think they understand that they're going to bow down to Xi. Number 6. Yeah, for a little while, they're going to be okay. After that, and you can believe it, because it's set up to do just that. The bear and the beast against the harlot. Prophecy is right in our faces, folks. And let me tell you something. The one thing these fucks don't want is us talking about their demise. That just, they can't abide that. I mean, it's on their mind. Make America great again in 2024. I had a guy in here, I go, is he gone? Biden 2024. They just want to make, and the decline. Let me tell you something. America broke itself on January 6th this year. Irreparably broken. Done. The only supposed country that transfers power peacefully. And they fucked it up. Why? Because they thinned the herd with their wars such a plenty that all they're left with is Donald fucking Trumps. Coward-ass draft dodgers who vow to make America great. How the fuck a motherfucker done draft dodge 5 times gonna make America great again? How a motherfucker don't pay people how's he gonna make America great again? How's a dude who cheats on all of his wives gonna make America great again? How is a dude that has failed in every business venture you can imagine, how is he going to make America great again? And look how great America is because of him. And these clowns looking at their own demise cheer on the leaders to the destruction. It's almost like, are they really doing this? Yeah, they're under the spell of evil. Absolutely. Because they know, listen, Donald Trump couldn't be black and do all that and get elected president. Not even half that shit. Are you serious? Come on, man. Come on, man. Be real. This is why they don't like the conversations we have amongst each other like this, because we expose their fucking bullshit. They don't like that. just up to here with it. That's all. They broke America. You can't fix it. It's fucked. Negroes, Hebrews, brothers, sisters, family. Listen, stay out of it. Whatever they're going to do, stay out of it. And all this, all leave. If you don't like it, that's all talk. They ain't getting rid of us. What you do is you just recess away from all the vigorousness, all the action. Don't pick up any weapons. Protect yourselves, your family, and be elsewhere. Let the fur fly. They didn't even get that. Let the fur fly. Okay. So, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. It's 5:56. I'm trying to make it happen for you. You know, black news. I'm not going to just limit it to black news, but we talk about black news, and there's always something that offers itself to us as evidence regarding who they think we are, who they regard us as. You know, they can talk all they want. They can run their fucking mouth all they want. They can talk about justice, truth, clown. They can do all that shit. But listen, it's what you watch them do divided against what they let come out their mouth. And that summation is what you're left with. You know what I mean? And right now, no, I'm good. All right. So, the one question. Look it up, folks. As you can hear, I'm trying to lose my damn voice. Always trying to lose my fucking voice. You know, I recommend every last Hebrew here. Every one of us. Look at each other as you pass one another by and acknowledge your existence. Tell each other you have one another's backs in this conflagration commencing in mere moments. I mean, in the framework of time, and if you have enough sense to look and see what they're setting up, they're gonna go. We must be elsewhere. We have to be unobtainable. We cannot be in their line of vision. The anger is too much. And I tell you right now, as it escalates and what I say comes to fruition, just remember, all you gotta do is say, hey, I ain't into this shit. Y'all did this shit once already. We ain't in this shit, no. We ain't with y'all. Y'all got something to work out? Go work it out over there, man. Negroes are over here. Y'all do your thing. Let us know who wins. Why not? What do you suggest? I pity any one of us that gets involved. How do you think the Nazis were going to reward the Polish policemen in the ghettos of Warsaw? I mean, how do you think they were going to reward these traitors that beat on their own people, corralling them for destruction? What did you think was going to be their end? So if you pick up arms and you do anything in any way, shape, or form, in any direction, the reward you have is not going to be pleasant, folks. They're not going. It's not like, listen, how many times you got to keep doing it before you understand? It means nothing. I know, right? I know they want to. I know, but hey, it's about time we started telling the truth to each other, at least to each other. I mean, you can lie to your friends, just don't lie to your family. That's what I'm saying. Remember we had respect? Remember in the 50s, remember that we were respectful? Remember we were unified? The only way to be unified at this point is to recess, to detract. Don't stand up, don't leave. Just back up a little. Let them work their shit out. Mind your fucking business. Invite them to mind theirs. Perhaps they'll work this shit out amongst themselves. What do we have to do with it? I challenge any one of them to tell us, what do we have to do with what you are angry at one another about? This seems to be folks who are against white supremacy, taking a stand against votes who are for white supremacy. It's nothing to do with us. Y'all work that out. We can do it. All right. Before I lose my voice at 6 o'clock, I think I've given a college try. Fundly.com/the Doug Rise Show. I don't know. I've had a few people contribute, and for that I am eternally grateful. I will do everything I can to give you quality information, quality view, quality, conversation. Shit. I'm only talking to Hebrews. I know I take one or two times, talk to a Gentile that loves to get in Hebrew conversation. I don't understand it. But, we got to entertain them a little bit, just kind of let us know who we're up against, because they're all, they're everywhere. And it's interesting as they hide amongst themselves, and they do it so well that they hide themselves from themselves. That's why they can't find white supremacy. It's like we right across from them, like be a brother, cousin, employer, employee, spouse. Yeah, Jay-Z. All right, 6:02. Thank you so much for your support. I'll be back. All right.